जी हाँ, welcome to the second half of this show, जेड़ा के ladies chat show है. Sananda Niga Swagat with my two wonderful guests, but we've also got a very proactive young 20-year-old Maya, my wonderful guest, who's going to, we need her input because we may be old-fashioned, maybe our thoughts are different. This is where I really want to thank her for taking her time off today and coming, hence my show is going to be a bit English because we need to get to this fourth generation. Does a wedding have to be blasé? Does a wedding have to be for the girl demand or the boys demand? Does a wedding have to be so done in such a big way where a minimum is about £6,500 just for lunch, between 65 to 110 pounds per person per plate? But don't forget, the girl's outfit is also out of this world. I found out, Maya, in India, most girls hire the wedding outfit.
So that they can give it back?
Yeah. About 3,000 rupees to 5,000 rupees. It is lavish, it is very heavy, and they return it. But most of the wedding outfits go back into the closet. They might wear it once or twice. They want rubies and emerald stones, and it weighs about 6 kg minimum. Immaterial of the height. I remember when my niece got married, she was, bless her little soul, she was 4 foot, but her gown must be about 8 kg, and it was another 8 inches below the floor. All we kept doing was flaring it out in the hope she wouldn't fall. And we were all looking, wouldn't we digging? And when we saw the movie, we never knew we were such comedians that all we were doing was flaring it out so she doesn't fall. But she had her 6-inch high stiletto.
Gosh.
But she couldn't turn it up because there was no room from the waist to the upper breastbone for the gown to be lifted. Does it have to be blasé? Does it have to be all the statement? What do you think? Spending 65 pounds to 110 pounds, which you just found out, I think you were shocked.
Very.
And your face changed.
Per person.
Per person.
Shocking,
yeah, which includes the non-veg, vagara, ... I had an English patient who came to me and she said, we've got such a big wedding, I'm so stressed, okay? And I said, Marie, what's happening? How many guests? She said 65. I fell off the chair. I said, 65 sade naan ke hunde ya? Oh, she said it's 65 pounds per person. It's melon with prawns, and then that comes as main course, and the wedding cake. And we're so stressed. I said, 65 is our family minimum. And we don't feel stressed about it, but she was so worked up about it. So English people, are they containing it within their means? Because the couple spends more money than the families do input. But in our side, parents input, the other parties input. Where the wedding is not in a langar hall and the Gurdwara, they're doing it in big halls where parties are sharing the price. So what is your input, and what is the most blasé wedding that you've seen?
Well, I don't think I've got anything to compare to those kind of prices that you've told me. That's shocking. My cousin's wedding was quite big, but I still don't think it was the same levels as the ones that you're talking about. I think that the fact that girls hire their dresses and return them just shows us the extent of how we actually cannot afford what we're doing. And it also reflects the society we live in now, because I know so many people my age who have really, really nice cars that they've hired. They've rented and financed their cars because they can't afford them, but they want the statement and they want the world to see they've got a nice car. That's exactly what we're doing with weddings. It depends personally on the type of person you are and the kind of value you have for money. If you want to spend
value for money.
Definitely.
It's going to be thrown for that one day.
Couple hours. If you want to spend your money on that, then by all means. But if you have bigger hopes for your money and you want something that's going to last a bit longer, then that's what you should do. But then I also think that shows that it's not really the young people and myself and my generation, it's our families. Because as you say, it's a marrying of two families, and families are the ones that have the reputation. The family name is the reputation. Us ourselves don't have that reputation. We don't have to adhere to anything, whereas our parents and our families do. So that's why they make such a big thing out of it. That's why it has to be such a big statement and better than the last one.
In Nairobi, going back years and still, and now they've started going to halls. By 1:30, 2 o'clock we were home. By 4 o'clock the doli was done because the lunch was in the Gurdwara. Whether you had 1,000, we had 1,500 people. It was a head scratcher. So we had a buffet and we had sitting, but there were 4 sittings and a buffet as well. So for the other side, girl side family who don't get harassed with children hungry, waiting, crying children, hot weather, 35 degrees, everybody eats, but the halls are split. So the girl side eats standing or they have chairs, but the boy side have a proper buffet. And you know, the doli was sent out on time. But in the evening, the boy side did the swagat of welcoming the daughter-in-law into the house, and they did their lavish party or semi-lavish party as they wished. But it was never pressure on the girl side. There was never pressure of financially splitting in half, because they've already done a beautiful lunch, yeah, and splitting that into half, which is happening. Maybe yes, it's good point that both families are happy, nobody feels a burden, which is a plus point. What is the most expensive wedding that you've seen, Panji?
काफ़ी महंगे वेडिंग देखे ने है ना, ते जेडे सिंपल वेडिंग भी देखे हैं अपने घरों दे विच काफ़ी महंगे वेडिंग्स हो रहे हैं। ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਪਾਂ ਇਹ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਹਿ ਸਕਦੇ ਕਿ ਮਾਂ-ਬਾਪ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਜਾਂ ਬੱਚੇ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ। ਕਿਸੇ ਵੇਲੇ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਦਾ ਬਹੁਤ ਪ੍ਰੈਸ਼ਰ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਉਹ ਬਾਹਰ ਆਪਣੇ ਫਰੈਂਡਸ ਤੇ ਵਿਆਹਾਂ ਤੇ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਨੇ, ਉਹ ਫਿਰ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਜੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਇਤੋਂ ਥੋੜਾ ਕੀਤਾ ਤਾਂ ਸਾਡੇ ਫਰੈਂਡਸ ਕੀ ਕਹਿਣਗੇ। ਕਿੰਨੇ ਵਾਰੀ ਬੱਚੇ ਮੰਨਦੇ ਨੇ ਕਿ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਸਿੰਪਲ ਵਿਆਹ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ, ਮਾਂ-ਬਾਪ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਸਾਡਾ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਉਹ ਫਲਾਣਾ ਕੀ ਕਹੇਗਾ, ਟਮਕਾਣਾ ਕੀ ਕਹੇਗਾ, ਵੀ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਪਾਸ ਪੈਸੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗੇ, ਕੰਜੂਸ ਹੈ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਲੋਕੀ ਸਟੇਟਮੈਂਟ ਪਾਸ ਕਰਨ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਦੇਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਲਗਾਉਂਦੇ। तो इस करके मतलब किन्नी बारी तो बच्चे बहुत ज़्यादा माँ बाप की गल च उठा देंगे कि सानू वड्डा वैडिंग चाहिए। तो ये दोनों पार्टियां किसी वेले माँ बाप नहीं मानते तो किसी वेले बच्चे नहीं मानते। तो अजकल विआहां दे विच बहुत ही ज़्यादा पैसा बर्बाद हो रहा है, बहुत ज़्यादा। जिथे कि सवेरे पहला ना कोई चाह पानी का टाइम है तो ना कोई दोपहर की रोटी का टाइम है, ना कोई डोली का टाइम है।
सच रात दे 10 बजे आ रही डोली,
10-11 बजे डोलियां तोड़ हो रही ने। कोई टाइम कीपिंग है ही नहीं।
Maya, do you know, a long time ago in England, the boy's mother never went to the wedding. Only about 3, the daughter-in-law, the sisters, couple of girls, not more than 4 women went to the wedding. Wow. The girls, the boys' party stayed at home, the mother and the relatives, and they made the dinner and lunch, and they did gidda. You know what is gidda? And bolia, and the mother in anxiety would wait for the doli to come. Then drifting slowly it started changing, but that took about 12 years before that pattern that all the families go together. Before it was 1 or 2 coaches, 4 females of the house, and about maybe 100 people. But now if it's not more than 350, Udali party 350, one of my very close girls who came to me for weight loss and all, 1,100 were the guests, and they hired the O2 side of the, and it was 135 pounds per person. So I questioned her, what is the food? Do I have to take an anti-digester before I come there, or some sort of thing to have a quick pass out of the food? But really you cannot eat so much. India de vich fruit, the tier of fruit is so much. Bahar de jangle de vich Maya Darshan Kaur Griba ne kadi angur ni mooch pa ke dekhya hunda. After that 3 hours of that show in come the caterers, they start throwing the food in the bin, because one, the temperatures, they are on cocktail sticks. Imagine if you gave that to the couple, or the poor people outside, who have never tasted an apple or a grape. Again, it's your choice. Assi kise nu criticize nahi karde, but this is happening. And now they have done something great in India. The leftover food is so much, because they will have Thai, they will have Chinese, they will have Indian, they will have South Indian, they'll have about 7 different layouts. So you're eating foods of the world.
All palates.
Okay, for all different palates. And now they have designated companies that come and take the food to some ashrams to give away to,
that's good,
rather than binning it.
Yeah,
it's really good. So you know, how do we, what are the message we can give that, you know, so much food is going waste when we are doing Kanyadan. Kanyadan is when you are giving your daughter away in great humbleness after bringing her up, but in simplicity. Jede weddings asi dekhe ne jithe people have just gone to see in Kenya what is the clothes that the girl's mother is going to wear, and then the houses are big, golf carts were arranged to bring them from a different part of parking facility, you know, 12 golf carts running up and down bringing the guests. How was the doli taken? The dolly was taken by helicopter. How long did the wedding last? 6 months.
Oh God.
Then it came to like they couldn't even, couple of weddings that we know that they didn't even pay the caterers. They were hiding from the caterers, but the wedding was OTT, over the top. So Darshan, what else can we do and what message can we give? Don't you think this money can be used for the first mortgage down payment for the couple? They don't have to move into that house, but it's the beginning of their life that you can put a down payment for a 2-bedroom flat and say, live with us. Whenever you feel that you've had enough from us, move to your house. That is your investment. Exactly. You have invested that money that's going to come up. ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਸ਼ਾਨਦਾਰ ਖਾਣਾ ਵੀ ਖਿਲਾ ਦੋ, there'll still be criticism, ਦਾਲ ਖੱਟੀ ਸੀਗੀ, ਭੱਲਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਪਾਣੀ ਅਜੇ ਸੁੱਕੇ ਪਏ ਸੀਗੇ, ਮੇਰਾ ਤਾਂ ਗਲਾ ਹੀ ਘੁੱਟ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ, ਮੈਂ ਤਾਂ ਖਾਧਾ ਤਾਂ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਤਾਂ ਗੈਸ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ, you know. So there's all criticism, you know, ਰੋਟੀਆਂ ਸੁੱਕੀਆਂ ਸੀਗੀਆਂ. The family's done their level best. Sometimes caterers can let you down. But I remember right till the Friday night, one catering company chased me, so we'll take the wedding thing out. We'll do the 11 dishes. I said, thank you very much. Goodbye. 11 vegetarian dishes have been done. But being with the media, if I had made my head bigger and say I want a blasé, people would have crucified me. I am talking something else and I'm doing something else. But it was I made a statement to people who knew me over years that a simple wedding can be so much fun. Guru de daware vich, char dawareyan de vich, there is plenty of space. Ajkal tusi Leeds dekh lo, there's a hall this side jithe gurbani or katha ho rahi, kirtan chal raha, 10 feet away is the hall within the perimeter where you can do music but no alcohol and no meat. So we were doing matha take and here we are hearing a gana, saskutuni, but then this side we could hear Vaheguru. So we said, which one do we hear first? I was shocked to see one Gurdwara which 2 halls, which was really good. There was a great plus point because ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਬਾਹਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਜਾਣਾ ਪਿਆ. Couple of weddings this summer we had to travel 40 miles into farmlands. Couple of weddings in August season, they did a Christmas theme. What do you think about that?
Crazy.
Everything was white, snowflakes, snow stars. ਅਸੀਂ ਹੱਥ ਲਾਉਂਦੇ ਸੀਗੇ, we were getting glitter everywhere. So I would say, ਭੈਣ ਆ glitter ਤੇਰੇ ਲੱਗਾ, ਉਹ ਉਹਦੇ ਲੱਗਾ, ਉਹਦੇ ਅੱਖ ਤੇ ਲੱਗਾ ਹੋਇਆ glitter, you know. So August wedding was a Christmas thing. So everybody wants to do a statement. Now let's come back to the people who want to do weddings offshore of British Isles and go to Spain and other countries. More extent and more issues. Again, it's your choice. My and my wonderful guest views, I hope you will take them not as painful or hurtful, but as views that we think that asi kanyadan karna. Let's not make big statements. Let's look at our children's future. Let's use that money for our children's first down payment of the houses. Some boys already have invested in a house. Maybe use it for your grandchildren for their future education. Education is becoming expensive, but let's keep it simple. Duniya diya dega vich na aao. One word, what do you think? Big weddings or fat weddings? Small weddings?
Small.
Darshan, third deciding.
बहुत साधारण वेडिंग, क्योंकि जिंदगी सादी होनी चाहिए. साधारण वेडिंग ਵਿੱਚ ਸਫਲਤਾ ਬਹੁਤ ਹੈ.
सफलता रहेगी, बच्चों की खुशी रहेगी, थोड़ी खुशी और दूसरी पार्टी की खुशी. 2 कपल्स ने जिन्होंने लावा लेके आनंद कारज किया, खुशियां ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਰਹਿਣ. ਸਾਡੀਆਂ ਖੁਸ਼ੀਆਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਲਓ ਔਰ ਅਸੀਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੀਆਂ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਰਵਾਂਗੇ. ਆਉਣ ਵਾਲੇ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ 'ਚ ਫਿਰ ਹਾਜ਼ਰ ਹੋਵਾਂਗੇ with Manjeet Kaur Darshan and my wonderful young lady who's volunteered to come in to give her wonderful views as a young generation coming up. Take care of yourself and each other. Let's keep life simple and happy. On this note, ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਸਤਿ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ.